Hey, what's up? It's me, Errol, back again with another video. Now, today we're going to do a little bit of LVT on a landing. So without further ado, let me give you a look at what we're doing. And there you go, straight away I've made a mistake. The product we are actually using today is a luxury rigid core planks. It is a form of LVT, but it's not called LVT, it's called luxury rigid core planks. Now, under normal circumstances, I would plyboard the floor, but this particular product that we're using can be used without plyboard. Your floor just has to be fairly level, and in this particular instance, the floor is 95% level. So we can just put this product straight down on the floor without worrying about plyboard. And especially since I will be back here in about 3 months' time to pull it all up and put down carpet. This particular product that we're using is called it's a rigid core. It has its own underlay on the back. And these are more than likely the only tools I'm going to need to fit this. Which is a set square, tapping block, straight blade, rubber hammer. We also have an undercut saw. So the first thing we're going to make is what I like to call as a cheater board. Now, while we're making our cheater board, let me tell you a few things about this particular product. You need to have it in the house for a minimum of 24 hours. If you can do 48, all the better. And then that makes it easier to fit, because if you don't, it tends to snap a bit like biscuits. Oh yes, and we are using 2 different color products today. Reason being for that is what I have left in the van. Now, in this particular instance, my cheater board is going to be used to cut under the door frame. So I will turn it over, then I will use my undercut saw and trim underneath the door frames with it, and that's what the cheater board is for today. And now that I've cut away underneath the door frame, I should take a hammer and a screwdriver. Under normal circumstances, I would use a chisel, but I can't find the chisel at the moment. It's probably left in the van. So I just take a screwdriver and knock away the bottom of the door frame, and then I'll test fit to make sure that the LVT goes underneath, and then we'll crack on. Well, now that we've finished cutting away underneath the door frames, we've cleaned it out with our screwdriver, and we've given the floor a good sweep. We're now ready to start running our first line of planks down on the floor. Now what I'll do is I'll run the first line, and then I shall make the plank to go in the doorway. So without further ado, let's crack on. You'll notice that I've actually run the first line of boarding. This is so that I can get the measurement to know how wide my plank's going to be. Do remember, when you're measuring for the width, to measure from the right side of the plank. In this particular case, I have the tongue facing towards me. So when I'm measuring the distance, I need to measure from the tongue backwards towards the other side of the board. Hey, I don't know if that made any sense, but I know what I mean in my head. And now we should cut off our excess waste, and then we can continue with the rest of the floor. Right, now that we've got that doorway fitted and we've run our first line, we should continue with the second line. It doesn't matter how you prep the floor, there's always a nail left up. What I'm doing here is using the tapping block and my rubber hammer to make sure that the joint is closed. We've got this half done now. So what we're going to do is rinse and repeat in the middle. You'll rejoin me when we get across to here. Hey, there you go. This will be a two-part video. The second part will contain the beading and how to fit the bar across the top of the step. If you've enjoyed this video today, give me a thumbs up. If you have any other type of flooring that you'd like to see me do, leave it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe.